Hi, Timpoholic, Gold Star Mortgage, back with step number 4 to my 8-step consumer guide to home mortgages. I'm going to digress a little bit, but step number 3 I said was to interview multiple loan officers. Well, step number 4 ties into that, and that is you should get approved, not pre-qualified. So one of the questions that you want to ask those multiple loan officers is, will you approve my file subject to me finding a property? Um, and see what they say. You're going to find out that most lenders won't underwrite your file until you've made a contract and have an executed contract to purchase a property. Well, that's not fair to you. That doesn't do you any favors whatsoever. And I'll tell you why. Everybody can pre-qualify you. Okay. The steps that I outlined about the debt to income ratio and in figuring out your own debt to income ratio of how much house you can afford in step 1 ties in exactly to that. So when a consumer comes to me or a client says, "Hey Tim, I want to get pre-qualified," there's 2 things that I do. Number 1 is I'm going to have them complete an application and pull their credit so I can see that their credit score meets the minimum that is required. Number 2 is that I'm going to ask them what their monthly income is. I'm going to review that income, and then I'm going to calculate manually their debt to income ratio and say, okay, you're qualified for a house that's up to $300,000, whatever it might be. And I'm going to send them a letter back to them on our letterhead to the agent saying, hey, they're pre-qualified for this. Boom. Okay. And you go out shopping, you look for a home, there's multiple offers, whatever it might be. Let's just say the process takes 30 days, 40 days, 2 months, whatever it might be. Then you're like, great, we finally found this property. Excited about it, ready to purchase. We wrote an offer. The offer was accepted. Tim, awesome. I got to get my loan approved. Okay. So we get all of the documentation necessary. We submit it to underwriting and we're ready to go. And then all of a sudden, something came up in the income. Something wasn't what it was supposed to be. Like, let's just say that you're self-employed and you have a lot of write-offs. Okay. Well, there's an issue with the income, or maybe something new popped up on your credit report because it's been some time, right? Multiple things can happen. And until your file is reviewed by a licensed underwriter who approves files and loans for financing, your file's not approved. I can do a pre-qualification as a loan officer. I'm not an underwriter. So if I pre-qualify you, and I get this all the time from real estate agents, but Tim, they were pre-qualified. That doesn't mean anything. There's more pieces to the puzzle about your loan application than just um, being pre-qualified with a credit score and making enough monthly income. It's much more extensive to that. So back to my point, get approved first because there are lenders out there like myself who will approve your file for financing before you find a house to purchase. So you're walking around with an approval and says, I'm approved up to $250,000 subject to me finding a property. Well, that makes things a lot easier for you. Number one, adds to the strength of your offer, but you have no stress involved and you have the peace of mind of knowing that you're approved as opposed to being pre-qualified. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference maker for you because going back to that scenario, what if it did take you 45 days to find a house and then you submitted your application? So now we're on day 55, let's say, and then you get a call from your loan officer or your bank and says, we can't approve you for financing because of this. You just wasted 2 months. Not only did you waste your time, you wasted the real estate agent's time. It's just not worth it. So make sure that you get approved. Get yourself the peace of mind of knowing so. And if the lender's not willing to do that for you, then they're looking out for their interests. They're not looking out for yours. So keep that in mind. Step 5: get approved, not just pre-qualified. Get pre-qualified first, then get approved. But make sure that you get approved before you enter into a contract to purchase a home. It's the number one way that you should do it. It's going to benefit you. It's going to save you time. It's going to strengthen your offer. It's going to save you a lot of stress. Hope you found this useful. If you like the content, please subscribe below. Leave your comments, whatever it may be, and talk to you soon. Thank you.